Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. Friends, in this video, I'll summarize a very interesting story, A Service of Love, by the famous American story writer O. Henry. So let's begin the summary with an introduction. A Service of Love is a short story written by O. Henry, the famous American writer, which highlights the theme of love, sacrifice, and irony. It's a story of a young married couple, Joe, 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 who is a painter, Delia, who is a singer. Both of them are very much in love and dedicated to their art. Joe is dedicated to his work, painting, and Delia is dedicated to her art, singing. When financial struggles begin, both secretly take up the ordinary jobs. Delia starts working at a laundry. Joe works in a furnace room. Each, both of them are pretending to be succeeding in their artistic career to protect each other's dreams. They don't know each other that where are they working. They don't know about each other's. So in the end of the story, both couple, they discover the truth, and the mutual sacrifice becomes a touching example of what true love really means. So let's begin the story now with the help of the thematic captions. So, what is the meaning of this title, A Service of Love? The title means doing something hard doing something hard out of love, just like working for someone else's benefit, sacrificing your own comfort to help the one you love. So in this story, both Joe and Delia, they make sacrifices for each other, but they keep this sacrifice as a secret. That is the meaning of the title, A Service of Love. Now let's begin the story. Joe is from the middle west of America. He loved to draw and paint since childhood. He comes to New York to learn painting from a famous teacher named Magister. Not Magister, Magister. Delia is from the south. She loves music. She wants to be a great singer. She comes to New York to learn music from her, I'm sorry, spelling error, from her teacher, from her famous music master, Rosenstock. Rosenstock. So here we get a brief introduction about Joe, who is from Middle West of America, who would like to learn painting, and his famous teacher is Magister. Delia from South, she would like to learn music, want to be an efficient in music, and she learns music from Rosenstock, the famous music teacher. So they meet, both Delia and Joe, they meet at an art place. Which place? Atelier. The art place name is here Atelier, and they fall in love and they get married. Now Joe and Delia are a married couple, or married, not couple, married. Now, what's their life after marriage? Both of them, I mean to say, they rent a small, cheap apartment in New York because they are not too rich. It's not luxurious apartment, but they are very happy. They eat simple food like bread and milk. They enjoy they enjoy staying up late, talking, dreaming about becoming famous artists. They are poor, but they are romantic and hopeful. After a while, their money gets finished. They can't afford to pay the art lessons anymore. Means to say they have to go for coaching. Joe has to go for painting coaching, and Delhi has to go for music lessons. Now they don't have money to pay for the art lessons anymore. Delia decides to teach music to children to earn money. Delia says, I will give tuition to some children so that I can earn money by teaching music to children. She tells Joe, teaching music is still part of my art. Joe doesn't want her to work, but she insists. The next day, Delia comes back happily. She says she got a rich girl named Clementina as a music student. She's got a student, she's very happy, and she says that her student name is Clementina. Clementina lives in a big house with a father, and Clementina's father name is here General Pinkney. General Pinkney. Delia says she will teach music to Clementina 3 times a week, and she will earn $15 per week. How much dollar? How many dollar? Dollars. She will earn $15 per week by teaching 3 times in a week. To whom? To Clementina, her music student. Okay, Joe is very happy for her. Now, Joe says he also sold some of his paintings. Joe says he has also sold some of his paintings. He says a man from Peoria bought his painting. He says that I sold my paintings to a person from Peoria, 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 and he has sold his painting to the person who belongs to Peoria. Now, both Joe and Delia, they bring money home. They bring home money. They are cheerful. They think that their dreams are coming true. But, what's really happening exactly? What's the secret truth here? But the truth is very different. Why? Delia never got any music student. She couldn't find any work. So she secretly took a job at a laundry where she ironed the shirts. She invented the story about Clementina and General Pinkney. It was a lie, just to hide the real work. In reality, what work is she doing? She's working at a laundry where she irons the shirts. Why? What's the reason behind it? She didn't want Joe to feel sad or worry about her. She wanted him to continue the painting work happily. That's the reason that she did not disclose that where is she working exactly. And she tells a lie that she has got a student Clementina, but no. Generally, I mean to say, in reality, she's working at a laundry where she irons the shirts. Now, what about Joe? Joe has never sold his any painting. He also took a secret job at the same laundry. He worked in the basement furnace, keeping the fire going, and he also made up the story about the man from Peoria. 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 So, what we have seen, Joe also works in the same laundry, but not at the top, in the basement furnace, keeping the fire going on. And this lady, Joe's wife, Delia, she works at the top of this, I mean, it is in the same laundry where she irons a shirt. Both of them have not disclosed the secret work, the secret truth. And they have made up a very a story that she says that, okay, she got a student, Clementina, whom she will teach $15 per week she will earn, and he says that he has sold his painting and he has got money, but nothing like this. Why? He didn't want Delia to feel pressure or stress. He wanted Delia to believe that her sacrifice was really working. One day, Delia comes home with a burnt hand. Her hand gets burnt. It was covered in a bandage. She says she burnt it while helping serve food at Clementina's house. When Joe asked him, what happened to your hand? She says that when I was teaching Clementina and I was serving her food, at that time I got my hand burnt. Joe knows the truth. He had sent because he had sent that bandage from the laundry where he works. Got it now? Somebody came to Joe for bandage, and he had sent that bandage from the same laundry where he's working, and the same bandage which has been, which is covering the burnt hand of Delia. He now realizes that Delia is lying to protect him, just as he's lying to protect her. Confession. Now, both of them, they confess, they reveal what exactly they are working for. Joe gently asks, what have you really been doing from the last 2 weeks, Delia? Delia cries and she tells the truth. She was working at the laundry. She made up the story about Clementina. Then Joe also tells her the truth. He was working as a fireman in the same laundry. He also made up the story about selling the paintings. They both laugh and cry. So the story ends here. Joe starts to say, he says, when one loves one's art, no service seems. Delia stops him. She says, no, just say, when one loves. Just say, when one loves. So, what's the message from this story? A service of love. The message is here: love is stronger than art. Real love means making sacrifices without telling the other person. Joe and Delia both worked hard in secret just to keep each other's dream alive. Irony is here: both husband and wife think they are sacrificing for each other, but in truth, both are doing the same thing. That's a clever and touching twist. To sum up, we can say in this story, a service of love, Joe and Delia gave up their dreams of art secretly to support each other's dreams out of deep, true love, and they discovered that real service is not just for the art, it is for love itself. Real service is not just for art, it's for love itself. This is how I have tried to summarize the story, A Service of Love by O. Henry. This story is in the syllabus of second semester BBA, General English under Bangalore City University. So friends, if you like this story, click on the like button, write in the comment box, subscribe the channel if you have not yet done it, because you will be getting all the lesson summary very shortly, model question paper discussion, and the last minute revision during the examination. So stay tuned with Mukesh English.